Christina, looking at the current market environment, what we are experiencing right now, what are investors getting wrong or right today? Not months from now, but today.
Markets are very volatile, so investors are distracted. The foreign investors are out of the market. They're selling the Philippines, selling actually the entire Asia and even Europe. They're into Wall Street, they're into Taiwan, that have these themes about defense spending, energy assets, the hydrocarbon exporters, and then the AI. So they're all into it. So the emerging market has been marginalized, and even our currencies has been hit. PISA is the worst performer now in ASEAN. It's negative 10% lower. It's good that we're able to recover now, and then the currency also is negative 5% from the day that this war started. So I think this is the time to really focus on what the future will be. What the forecasters are saying, which is for instance, the IMF is saying that we will have recovery for 2027 because this war is not gonna last forever. It's time to look beyond the current situation and invest for 2027. And the IMF is saying we're gonna grow 5.8%. We're gonna be, based on a survey of various foreign institutions, financial institutions, we're gonna be the second best performing GDP next year, next to Vietnam.
Yang's reaction, ma'am, on the continued weakness of the peso?
Medyo nabalita nga po yan, kaya hiningi ko na rin po ang komento ni DepDev Secretary Arsenio Balisacan. On the record low value of the Philippine peso relative to the US dollar, ang sabi po niya, depreciation results from overlapping factors, mainly external to the Philippine economy. There are two major ones. One is the unusually strong US dollar, which is pulling capital toward US assets and away from emerging markets like the Philippines. This makes the peso weaker, simply because the dollar is rising faster. The other main factor is the sharp global oil price spikes, combined with the country's dependence on imports. This causes the country's demand for dollars to spike, the trade and current account deficits to rise, and in turn, the peso to weaken. In short, the peso depreciation reflects the rise of the demand for dollars faster than the supply of dollars. So yun po ang kataang kasagutan ni Secretary Balisacan.
Pero sa Malacanang, ma'am, how concerning is this historic low value, especially, ma'am, in terms of second round effects in terms of transportation and other expenses?
Of course, masasabi po natin na dahil sa dulot na rin po ng krisis sa Middle East, maaaring ito ang inasahan at sa paliwanag na nga rin po ni Secretary Balisacan, at yun din po ang nasa saloobin ng palasyo at ng Pangulo.
And last na, ma'am, what measures are we eyeing po to help lift or support our local currency?
Sinagot din po yan ni Secretary Balisacan. Ang sabi po niya, and I quote, "First, it is the BSP, our central bank that has the institutional mandate to stabilize the peso and prevent excessive volatility. Its ammunition is sufficient to prevent excessive volatility." So yun po ang kasagutan